guys, welcome back to the Dragon Age Inquisition ASMR. So, I apologize for my absence. My game had like a crash basically, and I got super mad at it. So, I took a couple days to calm down, and I got us back basically to where we were. We just lost a little bit of footage. So, we are on our way to the Redcliffe Mages, to their actual war table mission, so that we can side with the mages in this war. I have all the power necessary and stuff, so we should be good. So, gather coin. Our efforts bore fruit. A portion of the profits will be passed to you. Use it wisely, Herald. Interestingly, the runes are Almari in origin, belonging to the tribes that inhabited Ferelden almost 1,000 years ago. What is of greater interest, however, is that none of the runes translate intelligibly, meaning it is all in code. According to the translators, a reference to the Guardian also indicates an island off the northern shore. Most curious. I will continue translation efforts in the hope we can narrow this down further. Nice. So this mission is investigate the strange chalk markings. Excerpts from Rector's reports. Do you know this sign? A triangle pointed down, two wavy lines through it. A lookout spotted it in chalk on a ruined wall close to one of our outposts. A cursory inquiry into the symbol has revealed nothing. Archivists are still looking. Argent thinks he saw the symbol, or something very like it, scrawled in a ledger that belonged to the Comtesse de Bayard. A sweep was done as you ordered. Almost every outpost of ours has been marked in this manner. Many believe we are being watched. To what end, we do not know. We can choose Liliana, whose solution is what about a decoy outpost set up near a trade route and watched carefully. If someone decides to take out their piece of chalk, we'll have them. Or we can choose Josephine. I could follow up on Argent's lead. The Comtesse de Bayard is reclusive and has remained steadfastly neutral in all matters, but I'm certain I can find some way to gain her cooperation. I think Josephine would be the better
At
one.
your service.
But this one, since there's a Comtesse involved. Okay, so we are doing in hushed whispers. So, note, choosing the mages will make it impossible to work with the Templars. Redcliffe Castle and the mages who would close the breach are under the control of Magister Garen Alexius, a Venatori cultist with an unhealthy interest in Adar and the power to restore or reorder time itself. He has kindly invited Adar to the castle, alone, to negotiate. It's an obvious trap, but Liliana and her agents can infiltrate the castle and remove the Venatori threat while Alexius's attention is diverted. A dangerous game, but it's our best chance.
We don't have the manpower to take the castle. Either we find another way in, or give up this nonsense and go and get the Templars.
Redcliffe is in the hands of a Magister. This cannot be allowed to stand.
The letter from Alexius asked for the Herald of Andraste by name. It's an obvious trap.
We need to stop arguing. How nice of him. Alexius made his move.
So, we've heard from Magister Alexius. I expected as much.
And yet some of us want to sit and do nothing.
Not this again.
Redcliffe Castle is one of the most defensible fortresses in Ferelden. It has repelled thousands of assaults. If you go in there, you'll die. And we'll lose the only means we have of closing these rifts. I won't allow it.
And if we don't even try to meet Alexius, we lose the mages and leave a hostile foreign power on our doorstep.
Even if we could assault the keep, it would be for naught. An Orlesian Inquisition's army marching into Ferelden would provoke a war. Our hands are tied.
The Magister...
Has outplayed us.
There must be a way. I don't think it's over. Let's get the Templars. I don't think it's over.
The Magister's son, Felix, told me Alexius is in a cult that's obsessed with me. I doubt they'll graciously receive our apologies and go about their business.
They will remain a threat, and a powerful one, unless we act.
We cannot accept defeat now. There must be a solution.
Contact the Arl. It isn't worth the trouble. We need another way inside. Contact the Arl.
Where is the Arl of Redcliffe? I'm sure he'd help us get his castle back.
After he was displaced, Arl Tegan rode straight for Dunrim to petition the Crown for help. I doubt he'll want our assistance once the Ferelden army lays siege to his castle.
Wait. There is a secret passage into the castle, an escape route for the family. It's too narrow for our troops, but we could send agents through.
Too risky. Those agents will be discovered well before they reach the Magister.
That's why we need a distraction. Perhaps the envoy Alexius wants so badly.
Keep attention on Adar, while we disable the Magister's defenses. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Fortunately, you'll have help.
This man says he has
Sexy
information
Dorian.
about the Magister and his methods, Commander.
Your spies will never get past Alexius's magic without my help. So if you're going after him, I'm coming along.
The plan puts you in the most danger. We can't in good conscience order you to do this. We can still go after the Templars if you'd rather not play the bait. It's up to you.
Hell nah. We going with the mages. You gonna let time magic just chill? Come on now. That's some crazy juju. We gotta get in on it.
Announce us.
The Magister's invitation was for Master Adar only. These others will have to remain here.
That man looked like a straight white supremacist. Then I'll stay here. They're negotiators. They go where I go.
Where I go, they go.
Straight up Republican. Disgusting.
My Lord Magister, the agents of the Inquisition have arrived.
My friend, it's so good to see you again. And your associates, of course. I'm sure we can work out some arrangement that is equitable to all parties.
Are we mages to have no voice in deciding our fate?
Fiona, you would not have turned your followers over to my care if you did not trust me with their lives.
Perhaps we should include her.
If the Grand Enchanter wants to be part of these talks, then I welcome her as a guest of the Inquisition.
Thank you.
The Inquisition needs mages to close the breach, and I have them. So, what shall you offer in exchange?
Nothing. I know you want me dead. Let's talk about time magic. Tell me about the Venatori. We have connections. I know you want me dead. Let's be blunt.
Don't bother. I know that you invited me here to kill me.
If you believe that, I marvel that you chose to come anyway.
He knows everything, Father.
Felix, What have you done?
Why are you really?
You wanted me here. Why?
Do you know what you are? You walk into my stronghold with your stolen mark, a gift you don't even understand, and think you're in control. You're nothing but a mistake.
Who killed the Divine? What was supposed to happen? What is the mark? Like, what is the mark?
If you know so much, enlighten me. Tell me what this mark on my hand is for.
It belongs to your betters. You wouldn't even begin to understand its purpose.
Father, listen to yourself. Do you know what you sound like?
He sounds exactly like the sort of villainous cliché everyone expects us to be.
Dorian, I gave you a chance to be a part of this. You turned me down. The Elder One has power you would not believe. He will raise the Imperium from its own ashes.
What kind of power? Who is the Elder One? You're a fanatic. You're a fanatic.
Blah, blah. My cult is better than yours. I've heard it 1,000 times.
Well, you know, it's a chance for the Imperium to really one-up that whole starting the Blight thing.
He will make the world bow to mages once more.
I love Dorian.
From the Boric Ocean to the frozen seas.
You can't involve my people in this.
Alexius, this is exactly what you and I talked about never
That
wanting
felt
to happen.
unnecessary.
Why would you support
Theona.
this?
Stop it, Father. Give up the Venatori. Let the Southern Mages fight the breach, and let's go home.
No, it's the only way, Felix. He can save you.
Save me.
There is a way. The Elder One promised, if I undo the mistake at the temple.
I'm going to die. You need to accept that.
Seize them, Venatori. The Elder One demands this man's life.
Too late.
Your men are dead, Alexius.
You are a mistake. You should never have existed.
That animation is so horrible, but the sound effect is so good. I'm so conflicted. They could have done better than the swirling green pit for time magic.
Blood of the Elder One. Where'd they come from?
I just realized that these warriors are warriors. They're not mages. The Elder One probably would not have let that happen. Right? Am I wrong in that?
Displacement. Interesting. It's probably not what Alexius intended. The rift must have moved us to what? The closest confluence of arcane energy?
The last thing I remember, we were in the castle hall.
Let's see. If we're still in the castle, it isn't. Oh, of course, it's not simply where, it's when. Alexius used the amulet as a focus. It moved us through time.
Did Dorian's staff just go through his face? Anyway, what? How far? Is that even possible? Then we go back. That doesn't sound good. Then we go back.
Then we undo this and go back. Now.
I'm not certain it'll be a matter of snapping our fingers, but yes, I quite agree. Let's look around, see where the rift took us. Then we can figure out how to get back. If we can.
What if we can't get back? I hope you have a plan. Let's get moving.
Then let's go.
I'm right behind you.
Dorian. Okay, let's give him some shit. What do we want to give Dorian? I always like Dorian with electric magic. I don't know why, it just feels like it fits him. because he's electric. I don't know. Oh, okay. Yes, just jump around. Jump around. Jump, jump. So sorry. What is that? Oh wow.
Alexius has made a dreadful mess of this place, hasn't he?
I didn't see this part of the castle.
It was covered in the tackiest carvings of wolves and dogs I'd ever seen.
I found essential.
This is not an improvement.
It's a lot of red lyrium. And there's a balefire for some reason. There's a sword there. That's interesting. This music is so good. There's like arcane blood magic over here. Oh, there's all these skeletons.
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me.
Hey, that's that guy we saw.
My tears are my sins, my sins, my sins. Andraste guide me, Andraste guide me.
Lysis? Hello? Do you remember me?
Andraste blessed me, Andraste
Oh, that's
blessed
depressing.
me.
Almost missed. Some loot. Andraste blessed me. So sorry. Yes. Just stay blessed. We got a longbow of something. Oh, it's better than the one that I have. Awesome. There's someone's stuff. Okay, my peeps are here. Going even lower. I love this water. Ooh, oh, it's Fiona.
You're alive. I saw you disappear into the rift.
It's so depressing. Fiona, is that you? What happened to you? How long were we gone? Is lyrium growing out of you?
Is that red lyrium growing from your body? How?
The longer you're near it, eventually you become this. Then they mine your corpse for more.
Can you tell us the date? It's very important.
Harvest Mir. 942 Dragon.
942? Then we've missed an entire year.
It's so interesting. Fiona's such an interesting character. I wonder why she is the one that got turned into the red lyrium stone, but the others aren't. We need to go back, and I missed everything. Better late than never. We need to go back.
We have to get out of here. Go back in time.
Please, Stop this from happening. Alexius serves the Elder One, more powerful than the Maker. No one challenges him and lives.
Alexius will wish I died.
That Magister is going to regret he didn't just kill me.
Our only hope is to find the amulet that Alexius used to send us here. If it still exists, I can use it to reopen the rift at the exact spot we left. Maybe.
Good.
I said, maybe. It might also turn us into paste.
You must try. Your spy master, Leliana. She is here. Find her. Quickly. Before the Elder One learns you're here.
So, Fiona used to be a Grey Warden. And then, I don't know exactly how, but she got rid of the blight inside of her,
Delirium is
basically.
an infection. Maker, why is it coming out of the walls?
Are you sure you want to find out?
And so, I think it's really interesting that she is the only character that we see that actually becomes like the Red Lyrium. And Red Lyrium is blighted, so I wonder if that's related.
You're alive. Where were you? How did you escape?
We didn't escape. Alexius sent us into the future.
Everything that happens to you is weird.
What happened to you? You noticed us too. Come with us. Come with us.
Come on. We're going after Alexius.
You do know that's crazy, right?
We get to Alexius, and I just might be able to send us back to our own time. Simple, really.
That may not be as easy as you think. Alexius is just a servant. His Elder One assassinated the Empress and led a demon army in a huge invasion of the South. The Elder One rules everything. What's left of it, anyway. Alexius is really not the one you need to worry about.
We'll put things right. Assassins and demons are bad. I want to meet this Elder One.
Then I look forward to meeting Alexius's master.
Be careful what you wish for. You want to take on Alexius? I'm in. Let's go.
They have an echo in their voice. I wonder if that echo is reminiscent of the, like the song of Red Lyrium, because Red Lyrium sings. So I wonder.
The light shall lead her
I
safely
missed.
to parts of this world and into the next. For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water. You've returned to us. Can it be? Has Andraste given us another chance? Maker, forgive me. I failed you. I failed everyone. The end must truly be upon us if the dead return to life.
You are hurt. I didn't die. We're going after Alexius.
We're going to kill Alexius. Come with us.
I don't understand. What use is there in fighting him now?
Alexius sent us forward in time. If we find him, we may be able to return to the present.
Go back in time? Then, can you make it so that none of this ever took place?
Alexius will pay for this.
And I'll make sure Alexius suffers for his crimes.
None of this will happen. Andraste, please let that be true.
Also,
Alexius locked himself in the throne room. That is where we'll find him.
Cassandra is a seeker. And seekers have like special powers, so I wonder. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I wonder if she has some kind of innate, not immunity, but like the reason why she hasn't died yet, because Varric is a dwarf, so they have a natural semi-resistance to lyrium. So I wonder if that's why they're both not like lyrium statues. It's interesting.
Andraste, have mercy on their souls.
Well, the gang's all back together.
Here we
What
are.
could go wrong now? Take a look around. See if there's anything we can use.
A prayer to the new God. Praise his name who has risen from the darkness. Praise his name who has striven for the light. Praise his name who has walked the golden city. Praise his name. The old gods are no more. The maker never was. The new God is among us. Praise his name. That is dramatic as hell. Oh my god, there's a fish. Do you see that? Cooked fish. And there's a dead guy. Hello, dead man. I really like these side panels. I can't really tell what they are depicting necessarily, but there's some throughout this castle. And they're really interesting, like that. Like there's like some kind of demon-headed crows. It's very interesting to me. It's gotta do something with what's going on, I guess. How long is this? It's not that long. Alexius keeps asking for patrols of the walls. Waste of time, if you ask me. The Inquisition ground themselves to a pulp against the walls ages ago. Ferelden made 3 attempts to lay siege here before the last life got crushed out of them. Who's left out there to threaten us? The mountain barbarians. But Alexius seems to expect a siege. Man's gone completely mad. Better to put these men on watch inside the walls. More of those blasted rifts open every day. It was better when we still had the people for blood sacrifices. Unbound demons have emptied the castle, village, and surrounding countryside of everyone who's not sleeping in their armor. Now it's just wild demons everywhere. Well, that's what you fucking get, bro. Some of these be looking scary. I don't want to know what they're used for.
There is no maker. The Elder One has taken all that is his and will soon rule from his seat.
I probably should have listened to that.
I'm surprised they left her alive this long. Poor woman.
Who is that? Sorry. Bleeder of Souls. That's interesting. I don't remember getting that ever. Is there anything else in here? There is. Haha. Move.
How did the Canary learn of the sacrifice at the temple? Speak!
Never.
Spike.
There's no use to this defiance,
Okay, let's
little
save it.
bird.
Gosh, Eliana looks bad.
I will die first.
She also doesn't have any red lyrium poisoning. Her eyes are so blue. Interesting.
You're alive.
That was impressive.
Anger is stronger than any pain. Do you have weapons? Good. The Magister's probably in his chambers.
You aren't curious how we got here?
No.
Alexius sent us into the future. This, his victory, his Elder One, it was never meant to be.
I have to get back.
I need to find Alexius and reverse the spell.
If we can get back to our present time, we can prevent this future from ever happening.
And mages always wonder why people fear them. No one should have this power.
It's dangerous and unpredictable. Before the breach, nothing we did.
Enough. This is all pretend to you. Some future you hope will never exist. I suffered. The whole world suffered. It was real.
Dang, she looks so bad. But I mean, who wouldn't?
What happened while we were away?
Stop talking.
I'm just asking for information.
No, you're talking to fill silence. Nothing happened that you want to hear.
I love that. What is that? Oh, we're above. Oh, that's so weird.
We need to find Alexius. I'm sure he'll be in the nicer part of the castle, if there is one.
All this blood magic. I'm firmly in the school of Meryl, where blood magic isn't necessarily a bad thing, as long as the blood that you're using is like your own, or like sustainably sourced from like willing people, and like won't kill people.
The Magister needs more
But
power for his rituals.
obviously all these people are just killing
Come
others.
forth and serve the Elder One.
This is madness. Alexius can't have wanted this.
Like blood magic is only as bad as the mage using it, you know. I'm in that school. But I understand why everyone fears it in Thedas, because everyone that's used it has been a crazy person. Gosh, could you imagine?
The breach! It's everywhere.
At that point, it's not a breach.
It was only dwarves who were afraid of the sky. No. Just good sense.
One down!
It's crazy. Oh, come on. for a second. I was like, what the hell is that? Gosh, the whole world is the Fade, basically. Alexius's journal. This appears to be Alexius's journal. This is the final entry. Nothing works. I've tried countless times to go back before the Conclave explosion, before Felix's caravan was attacked by Darkspawn, before the Venatori first arrived in Manrathus, without success. The breach is the wellspring that makes this magic possible, and travel outside of its timeline is impossible. The Elder One's demand that I change the events of the Conclave can never be fulfilled. You may kill me for failing him, but I must protect Felix from his wrath. Sad. So there's a room in there. I can't tell what that is. It kind of looks like blonde with shield. So that would be Andraste, right?
No!
Oh.
How can those bastards want a world like this?
They want it to be just like the world of old Tevinter. Comforting, isn't it? He resisted that demon to the last.
Spellbinder's journal. With every failed time spell, the Magister grows a bit more paranoid. Or perhaps it's not paranoia, since the Elder One really will kill him for his failures. The distinction hardly matters. After the 10th failure, he began locking himself in the Great Hall during his waking hours. After the 20th, he had the foot soldiers excavate a shard doorway from parts unknown and painstakingly install it in the castle. Now his most trusted assistants can only see him if we all go at once, together, which we must do twice a day to bring him his meals, as he never leaves that room at all. What a sad life to live. There's nothing in here. Oh, it's the same. I'm stupid. It's okay.
What became of Felix? Do you know?
Yes, I know.
And you're not going to tell me?
You'll find out soon enough.
Back in the olden days, I guess, the world should have been. Hello. Back in a bunch. They got it out for me. I had to use 2 potions with that. Crazy. Also, Cassandra standing there like that could have freaked me out.
This is the way to the main hall. Alexius will likely be there.
Maker's breath. Where did Alexius find this? How did he even move it here?
Can we open it?
Perhaps. But it looks quite strong. How desperate and paranoid must he be? His servants must have a way through. He has to eat. Let's look around.
It's interesting, I guess.
Try to take out that enchanter quickly.
Victory for the Venom!
What the hell?
I could really go for some light reading.
I guess it'd be this one, eh?
What in Andraste's name is that? Hold on to it. I want to look at it later.
That's my boy Dorian. I guess. This one's better than that one, but that one has Constitution. We'll do the Constitution. I'll give you range defense. Give you, I guess, tonics. Damn, I gotta use another potion. They be getting me in this one. Okay. I don't know where we're going. Oh, I guess I went through in there. Let's try this way then.
How much damage did Alexius' spell do?
Rifts tore apart all of southern Thedas, starting here. But whether that's his doing or the breach, who can say?
That is an interesting answer. Something to read. Oh, it's a schematic. Alright. Love it. And yes, I did just accidentally kill Dorian. Whipsies. Ooh, an amulet of Constitution. Give that one to Dorian, because he does not have a lot of health. Is this long? No, it's not that long. Studies on the Blight. Introduction of Blight to prisoners yields no discernible pattern. Disease progresses erratically. Some subjects die within hours despite all efforts. Others show no symptoms at all. Subjects may harbor some natural resistance, which makes isolation and testing a priority. A later entry follows. 6 more subjects died. Transfusions of blood from resistant prisoners slow the rate of corruption only slightly. Healthy flesh taken from live subjects implanted in the infected will often die even before corruption spreads to it. In cases where implantation is successful, blight corruption spreads across donor flesh faster than host flesh. Prisoner Liliana has been the most useful resource of resistant blood and skin to date. I wonder what the difference is. What about Liliana makes her immune? Because she said she had visions when she was in Origins. So I wonder if she's touched by some kind of spirit or something, and it gives her blight immunity. I don't know though. Secret tunnel, secret tunnel, through the mountain, secret, 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 secret tunnel. If you watch Avatar, you'll know.
They haven't seen us. We could take them by surprise.
Make a take!
First of all, I am so impressed by the voice actor who voices Cassandra that she can maintain the voice in a whisper. I think that's amazing.
May Andraste have mercy on your soul. No one else will.
Liliana getting a little angered. Oh, that's a good shot. I like that. There's a door over here. Where does it lead? I wonder.
What happened here? Venatori decorating at its finest.
Clearly. Oh, we've been here, haven't we? Oh, I see. This is back over here. Interesting. Okay, so then there is one in the middle here somewhere. And then there's one on this side. I see.
Block the stairs!
Back me up!
Doesn't look like the Elder One is interested in saving his followers. Let's head back to the main hall. I think I know how we'll open that door.
Thanks, Dorian. There's no reading materials in here. That's odd. But let us go see Alexius. Shall we? Fancy. I hoped I'd find you here. Let's finish this. You're here alone.
Alexius, it's time to answer for your crimes.
And here you are, finally. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
The end. I was expecting a fight. It can be undone.
What do you mean? What's ending?
The irony that you should appear now, of all the possibilities. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, and what have I wrought? Ruin and death, that is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all. Felix.
Slavage.
Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
Give us the amulet. Release him, Liliana. Give him a merciful death.
You didn't save him, Alexius. No one should live like that.
No.
No!
So much for the mighty!
Okay, or do that.
Where are your assassins this time?
What now, Alexius?
You're dead! This world's already lost!
This world is already lost. Interesting turn of phrase. Oh, what's happening? Camera decided to do whatever it wanted, I guess.
Victory is impossible! Tell me again how you're gonna seal the breach!
Victory's hard game.
Time's up.
Oh, I wanted to see if he dropped anything.
He wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
This must be hard for you. We can still help him. I just want to go home. I just want to go home.
How do we reverse the spell?
This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible! You must go now! The Elder One.
You'll have to hurry. This is bad. We'll hold the main door. Once they break through, it's all you, Nightingale.
I won't let you die. Isn't there another way? We'll do our best. But don't think I can do this. We'll do our best.
We'll make this count.
The only way we live is if this day never comes. Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have arrows.
That's such a good line.
Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame. Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
You move, and we all die!
God, I hate the animation so much.
You'll have to do better than that.
You must surrender, that's all. You're done here.
You failed, Alexius. How forgiving is your Elder One?
You won. There is no point extending this charade. Felix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
Tragic.
Well, I'm glad that's over with.
Not quite.
Or not.
Grand Enchanter, we'd like to discuss your abuse of our hospitality.
Your Majesties.
When we offered the Major Sanctuary, we did not give them the right to drive our people from their homes.
King Alistair, Queen Anora, I assure you, we never intended...
In light of your actions, good intentions are no longer enough.
You and your followers have worn out your welcome. Leave Ferelden, or we'll be forced to make you leave.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
Here, obviously.
You'll be leaving here with the Inquisition.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
I suggest conscripting them. They've proven what they'll do given too much freedom.
I've known a lot of mages. They can be loyal friends if you let them. Friends who make bad decisions, but still loyal.
It seems we have little choice but to accept...
Gotta go with
whatever you
Varric.
offer.
You're our allies.
We would be honored to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
We'll discuss this later.
I'll pray that
She's
the
so
rest
mad at
of
me.
the Inquisition honors your promise then.
The breach threatens all of Thedas. We cannot afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success requires your full support.
It's a generous offer. I doubt you're going to get a better one from us.
We accept. It would be madness not to. I will gather my people and ready them for the journey to Haven.